Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of a fat activist saying, don't share your before and after pics online. It's triggering. We're also going to be taking a look at a bonus clip from this same creator where she says there's no guarantee you'll have health problems if you're obese. Did you know that I have a second channel where I release content that is not related to fat acceptance? It's called Cynical Reacts. I recently released a video over there about how JoJo Siwa has recently lost her damn mind. Here's a link. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
Hey, it's been a while.
It's been a while since I saw confident, fearless, worthy have some bad takes. It's been a while. This is confident, fearless, worthy. We haven't seen from her in a while because she made her account private for a good minute. Now she's back, thank God.
I wanted to come on here and share something that's been on my mind and been on my heart because
A lot of things have been on my heart lately too, whatever that means.
getting close to the end of the year, it's getting close to the New Year's resolution time, and we all know what that means.
Okay, this was obviously filmed in December.
And I am starting to see quite a few people that I follow post things like before and after pictures. And whether you mean them to be or not, they're actually quite triggering.
Okay. I'm guessing a lot of stuff that I do probably triggers people. If I cared about that, that would really hold me back.
Let me explain. I too have been on a journey to find wellness for myself this year, and whatever that means for me.
For me? Okay, is wellness a buzzword that means we do everything but lose weight to take care of ourselves? We start eating more honey and having more granola or something?
I have seen my body change as a result of me incorporating healthier behaviors. But what you're never going to find me doing anymore is post a before and after picture.
Why? Why can't we document our progress and inspire others?
I will not do it. And why is that? Well,
I'm guessing because other people within your movement will give you a hard time. And that's literally the only reason. You're not allowed to lose weight.
there's a couple of reasons. The first is that there are other ways to talk about how proud you are of yourself. There are ways to talk about your accomplishments without comparing bodies.
Sure, there's plenty of ways to do whatever, but I wanted to do this one. So, what's the problem?
Even if that is your own, what you are unintentionally doing is saying, this body is not good and this body is.
This is more of that stupid argument like, a lot of people look like your before picture, so they're gonna get all butthurt if you change and lose weight now. So, if you pose a before and after, you're not saying, here's my before picture. Anybody that looks like this should cease to exist from this day forth. That's not what a before picture means. Usually. That's what all mine mean. But that's not usually what people mean when they post that. Instead of getting butthurt when you see somebody accomplish something that you didn't, you should feel inspired. I bet you've never heard that word before. You might want to go look that one up.
You know what? Maybe in your before picture, you weren't doing well. You weren't pursuing healthy habits for whatever reason. I am not here to judge that. But it seems like you want to judge yourself for it.
Which I'm allowed to do. Working on yourself and becoming better is allowed.
Don't you? Because in positioning a before and after photo in a way that's like, look at me now and how much better I am, you're putting down the older version of yourself.
Yeah, I sure am. And I'm allowed to do that. When you post those graduation pictures of yourself, are you putting down everyone that hasn't graduated yet? Where does it end, genius?
Whatever the reason, you had to survive, and your body has kept you alive.
No, actually, my body is not a sentient being. It is separate from my consciousness. It is my consciousness, my brain, that has kept my body alive. Brain makes the decisions, controls the limbs, decides what to eat and how to exercise. Body does what brain says. I don't know, you must have it backwards. Maybe that's why you are where you are.
regardless of whether or not you think it's acceptable or not. Secondly, a lot of times people position as one body is healthy and one body is not. Can you guess which is which? Most often people talk about their bigger selves as being unhealthy.
Yeah, because of medical science. Weird, huh?
And now that they've lost weight, they're magically healthy.
Yeah, likely because of the numerous literature we have showing how bad for you obesity is. That's probably why your doctor recommends weight loss if you are obese. You know, because they're a doctor.
And that's not to say that perhaps that is the case for some people. But again, you have to think about the larger message that you are contributing to, which our society says that thinner bodies are healthy and fatter ones are not, and that is not true.
Well, you can't be obese and healthy at the same time. So you could have other health problems if you're not obese, but getting rid of the obesity will definitely help.
The fact is, by you posting a before and after picture, we don't know how you got to your after.
Obviously, if you were losing weight for your health, it can be assumed that you did it in a healthy way. This sounds like a whole bunch of cope, right? You see somebody better themselves and get healthier, and you're like, well, they might have not done it in a healthy way, and actually it might be bad. Or whatever you gotta tell yourself to get to bed at night. It requires a certain amount of bitterness and jealousy to not just be happy for somebody when they better themselves.
Perhaps you did some really unhealthy things in order to get your body to an acceptable size. But
you do unhealthy things to get your body to a larger size, so what are you on about? I may not know how somebody lost weight, but I definitely know how they gained it.
No, just because you're thinner, that automatically makes you more healthy.
Well, at least you won't have the disease of obesity to deal with.
And that is just patently false.
Oh, okay. Well, you just shattered my argument. Dang it! Damn it!
And the third reason why I would never post a before and after picture
is because you don't have one. Do-do-do. Shh. Get dunked on. Kinda hard to post what you don't have, huh?
Is that there's probably somebody on your timeline that looks like the you in your before picture.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that look like my after picture as well. So what? What do I care what other people look like? I'm trying to help myself here.
For whatever reason, it doesn't matter how they got to that size. There's probably somebody who has the same body type that your before picture does.
So what? What do I care? I'm not going to pursue advancement in my own life because it might make somebody butthurt. I do not care. If you get butthurt by other people advancing their lives, you have serious problems, friend. Maybe you should be like, hey, how did that person lose the weight? Maybe I should do what they are doing. They're the ones succeeding in life. Maybe I should emulate them. There comes a point where a lot of this stops being hilarious. You know, I laugh at all this because it's so dumb. But there comes a point where it stops being so damn hilarious and becomes sad and weird. We don't have to stay as the before version of ourselves. We can change in various ways that aren't even related to weight loss.
Or weighs the same as your before picture does. Or looks very similar to what your before picture does.
Why are you seeking out people's before and after pictures? Somebody is posting their before and after photo in like a fitness and health hashtag, and you're there for some reason, seeing it and getting butthurt about it. What were you doing on the weight loss hashtag if you didn't want to be triggered or whatever?
And when they see your before and after picture and see you talk about how much better you look and how happy you are now as compared to then, and that you feel so much better, blah, 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 blah.
You get butthurt and you can't relate.
What do you think it makes that person feel?
What you should feel when you look at a before and after picture is this. Oh, hey, if this person can do it, I can do it. Their before picture looks just like me. And then I can look like that, like the after picture. This is very inspirational. I wonder what they did to lose weight. Let me look at their page. They're not just uploading their before and after picture to gloat. They're also doing it to inspire others. Hey, I did this. You could do it too. Sometimes they're even like, hey, here's how I did it. If that sort of inspirational content offends you, you're the one with the problem. A serious problem that you need to deal with internally.
It could inspire some people to go on a wellness journey, sure.
Thank you. I wouldn't call it a wellness journey. That's real weird. That sounds like you're just gonna have more kombucha from now. You're not actually gonna do anything.
But it also probably makes a lot of people feel like shit. Now, I know that's not your goal, it's not your intention, but it's the reality.
If I intend to help and inspire and you take it in a bad way, that's literally your problem.
I am not a before picture. You are not a before picture.
I know, I'm an after picture, baby. What you gonna do? Fuck you gonna do?
Your body is good and valid as it is, no matter what.
No matter what. Even if I'm 700 pounds and bedbound and ordering fast food in a hospital like an episode of My 600-Pound Life. Okie doke.
If you don't feel good in your body, absolutely work to make changes so that you do.
Like losing several hundred pounds?
If you're able to, because let's also remember that comes with a lot of privilege. But
No.
also let's think about this. Most of the time, intentional weight loss does not work.
No. Gonna have to disagree with you there. Lots of people have done it.
So in 5 years, are you going to look like your before picture again? And how are you going to feel about yourself?
So I might fail, therefore I shouldn't try. Well, you're guaranteed to fail if you don't even try. It's been about 7 years and I don't look like my before picture again. Obviously, because I didn't start eating the way that I used to eat.
If you're writing how awful, terrible, whatever you were before, and all of a sudden you're back there.
Well, don't go back there then. That would be my recommendation.
So yeah, talk about
So yeah, she said. Oh my God.
the changes that you've made. Talk about how great you feel now. But by posting before and after pictures and talking about health, you're not talking about health, you're talking about the appearance of health.
Well, we all know obesity is bad for you, so you are talking about health and also about looking better. The two go hand in hand.
And you're bringing a lot of other people down when you do it.
Okay, well, if my before picture is bringing you down, like I said, that's a you problem. If I learn a new language, if I make money, if I do anything to advance myself in this life and then others have not, they might get butthurt about it. That's their problem. I would be an absolute dunderbeak to hold myself back from accomplishing my goals because somebody else might get butthurt about it. Don't let people who don't feel like doing the hard work of advancing their own lives make you feel guilty because you chose to. Next. Now she's going to be responding to this comment that reads, "You're downplaying the concept of risk by saying it's not guaranteed, but we avoid risk in other aspects of our life all the time."
Oh boy. I'm gonna need you to go tell that to every single person who tells me that I am guaranteed to die from my fatness.
Okay, so you are downplaying the concept of risk by saying it's not guaranteed. This person is correct.
What do I mean by that? There are people who will literally tell me because I am fat, I will get diabetes.
Do these imagined foes make what this person say any less valid? No, you do downplay the risk. I'm not guaranteed to get hit by a car just because I go playing in the freeway. Yeah, it's just 10 times more likely, and it would never happen if you weren't on the freeway. They never just answer the question. They always deflect and go on these bizarre tirades that ain't got shit to do with the price of tea in China.
I will get heart disease and I will die early. It's not a maybe. It's not about risk. It is a guarantee. People only like to talk about risk when we mention that there are things that people can do to live in a healthy body.
What are you even talking about?
Or that some fat people do not experience those things. It's always, oh, well, yeah, there's a risk.
That reminds me of the time she's like, well, why don't you just lose weight? This is that same person. I love Confident Fearless Worthy. She's so hilarious.
The fact of the matter is, there is risk, and there are ways to mitigate that risk.
How do we mitigate the risks of obesity? How do we prevent our obesity from leading to diabetes? Please tell me, Professor.
Similar to, like you said, wearing masks and social distancing. Those are mitigations for the risk of getting COVID. Does it guarantee that you will not get COVID? No, it does not. but if you wear a mask and you social distance, the risk is lower.
Oh, so you're saying if I lose weight, the risk of getting diabetes is lower, but it is not eliminated. I might still randomly get diabetes. Okay.
And if you pursue healthy habits in a fat body, your risk is lowered. How is that downplaying anything? Again, keep the same energy.
Okay, so we were talking about mitigating risk just a moment ago. One could say that losing weight is a way to mitigate the risk of diabetes, stroke, hypertension, and all these other conditions that are associated with obesity.
To people who say that fat people are guaranteed to have certain diseases or experience certain things, keep the same energy to people who say that all fat people are unhealthy.
Whatever you gotta say to get yourself to bed at night, dude. Jeez. At this point, dude, jeez.
It is not true.
That person said you're downplaying the risk of obesity and all these various health conditions, and she was like, you're not guaranteed to get diabetes just because you're obese. Basically, she confirmed everything that person said in the comment. You're downplaying the risk, and your response is to double down on downplaying the risk. Well done. So what do you think of the clips that we just saw? Are before and after pictures problematic? And is it fine to be obese because there's no guarantee that you're gonna have a health condition? Leave a comment below. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.